Okay, I don't know about you, but I know I learn best when I'm provided with a theory, some ideas of how to do things, and then I'm provided with practical examples for how to make things happen. And so, in order to over deliver and give you everything you need to start implementing these ideas right away, I'm going to provide three more examples that you can use to guide your set creation. And we're going to cover underwater kicking, butterfly, and backstrokes so that you see all the strokes in action. So this set is designed to develop underwater kicking ability. The specific skill we're going to work is the ability to kick effectively in both directions. This has been demonstrated over and over again to be a key critical skill for fast underwater dolphin kickers, and almost all good dolphin kickers do a good job of kicking in both directions. And we're going to implement this skill in an aerobic context. Aerobic development is what we're going to be working on. So what we've got, we're going to go 3 rounds basically. Each round's a little bit different. They're going to step down the effort as they go. So they're going to go 5 150s dolphin kick on the side. They're going to go 25 left and then 25 right. So when they're on their side, they can really focus on kicking in both directions. And they're going to descend those 150s 1 to 5. Now, on each wall, they're going to go 10 vertical dolphin kicks and then 8 dolphin kicks underwater. And so that's a lot more to it. And on the vertical kicking, again, because they're vertical, they need to focus on kicking in both directions, and they should feel that pressure a little bit better because it's equal in both directions. Then do the same thing on the underwater kicks each wall. Each one of those needs to get faster. After that, they're going to go 6 dolphin kicks on their side, 15 meters underwater fast. The rest is easy. So now they're going to try to create speed, working both directions on their side. One thing that you can watch for, and they can watch for if they're not doing a good job kicking in both directions, they're going to go off to the side, either forwards or backwards, and that's going to be a great clue to them and to you. They need to do something different. And because they can see that, they're more likely to make that adjustment. After that, we're going to put it together with some freestyle swimming. They're going to go 6 dolphin kicks each wall. It's a strong effort. They need to be really good and consistent with the dolphin kicks, and then freestyle needs to be strong as well. Then, moving forward, we're basically going to repeat that same pattern, except that there's only 3 150s here. They need to start faster than they ended the last time, and they need to obviously end faster because they're going to be descending. It's done the same way. Again, really focusing on kicking in both directions throughout the whole time. 6 more 25s. This time, they're going to go 20 meters fast. Again, working both directions, making sure they're going straight to ensure that they're kicking in both directions. Then they go another 150, more effort, more speed. Still 6 kicks each wall. They have to be consistent with the 6 kicks and making the 6 kicks of a high quality. Last round through, the 150 only have one. It's the best one. And then they're going 225s underwater. They're all fast. And then to finish, one more 150, strongest effort. And so the key here is to constantly be reinforcing both directions, and we're putting them in positions where they're going to be better able to feel that. When they're on their side, it's going to be easier to feel both directions. When they're vertical, it's going to be easier to feel both directions. And that's the main goal, is to give them an easier time to feel these skills, but then still do some solid training throughout. And as you can see, this is a lot of work for the legs, and they're certainly going to develop some fitness too, and they should develop some skill as well. Next up is butterfly. This is going to be more of a 100-meter set, so 100-meter speed, and we're going to focus on horizontal alignment as the skill that we're going to work on. And so if we've ever heard the expression going vertical, so that's when your butterfly starts swimming like this towards the end of the race. What we want to do is ensure that that's not going to happen, and we're focused on maintaining horizontal alignment throughout the whole time. And not only is that going to help them learn to not go vertical at the end, the more horizontal they can be at all times, the faster they're going to swim. And so they're going to go 2 rounds through this whole set. So we'll start with 825s on 45. They're fly with fins. They need to be faster than 100 speed, so they should be moving here. The odds are streamlined dolphin kick on the surface. What they're going to feel is total horizontal alignment because they're kicking at the surface in streamline. Then number 2 and number 6 are no air, and they want to try to maintain as much of that horizontal alignment, even though they're swimming now, as they can. And then 4 and 8, it's going to be a little bit harder. They're going to breathe every stroke, but they're still trying to maintain that horizontal alignment even though they're breathing. And so in this set, what they're doing is they're feeling great position, and they're trying to replicate that position as they start adding butterfly swimming and then butterfly breathing. They're going to go 50 easy, and before each 25, they're going to go a floating exercise that really helps them stay level on the surface. So what they do is they tuck into a ball, and then they expand their body into an X, and then they go back into a ball and expand into an X. And in order to do that, they're going to have to learn how to maintain tension and learn how to use their lungs to float effectively on the surface. Next piece. So they're going to go 625s now on a minute. And what they're going to do is fly with a surface push. They're going to go 3 cycles head up. So obviously that's not going to be good for their alignment. They're going to be traveling through the water like this. And then they're going to go no breath the rest of the way in. And so the idea here is you're creating a contrast between the body position here and what they want to achieve when they're swimming. And so hopefully that can help them feel that. I would suggest that you time these things and they're trying to do it as fast as they can. The better they're going to be with their alignment, the more effective they will be at creating speed. Go another 50 easy to again reinforce those floating skills and maintaining horizontal position in the water. And then lastly, we're going to go 425s. The goal here is to go the same dolphin kick count and the same stroke count, but they need to descend each way. And so the only way to do that is to be more effective with each stroke. Being really aligned in the water, being really good with the breathing is going to help them do that. And they need to start fast. They need to end as fast as they can, but they need to start pretty fast too. They want to descend, and the goal is to make that descent as small as possible. So if they can descend by 100th of a second, that's pretty good. They're going to go another 50 easy, and then they're going to go 50 fast, where they just kind of let it rip and put it all together. Another 50 easy to end the round, do the whole thing twice, and the goal at the end is to make the second 50 faster. So we're putting them in positions here when they're swimming really, really fast to get better awareness of their alignment through the water, and hopefully with that awareness, they can learn how to create change and learn how to achieve that alignment. And because we're timing things, they're going to get feedback as to what they're doing, and because they're swimming fast, they're going to get some fitness training as well. All of the physical development you'd expect by doing 40 laps of butterfly fast is going to be there. However, we've changed things a little bit to put more emphasis on the skill development. Hopefully, you get the best of both worlds, and that's what you want when you want to create speed in butterfly. Ask any backstroker what goes in a race. They'll tell you it's their legs, and once their legs go, they're in a whole lot of trouble. So what we're trying to do is put them in a position where their legs aren't going to be the limiting factor. And so the first thing we'll do is 425s, kick and streamline with drag socks fast. The purpose there is to help them learn how to create speed even though they have the resistance on their legs. Next, we're going to go 4 150s. It's 25 kick and streamline and then 25 backstroke, but they only get 6 strokes per lap. So what they have to do is they have to create speed through their legs. It doesn't really matter where they throw those strokes in. It's up to them. They can hang out on their side, but regardless, what they're going to have to do between those strokes is really use the legs. And they're going to descend those 4 150s to a really strong effort. And they got to take 6 kicks off every wall, adding more stress to the legs. Then we're going to go right into 6 100s backstroke. The odds are kick and streamline. They're all strong. And the evens are swim, descend 1 to 3 to strong effort. And so the goal here and the purpose here is to really overload the legs and then expect them to create speed when swimming with tired legs. And so 1, it's going to add more stress to the legs. You get your training effect. And 2, they're going to learn how to swim with tired legs. And ultimately, that's going to happen in every single race they do. They're going to have to figure out how to create speed and how to maintain their rhythm and timing, even though their legs are trashed. Then we're going to repeat the whole thing one more time. The 425s are the same. The 4 150s are the same. The only difference is they need to descend down to faster. And then 6 100s are similar, except the kick is now descend and the swims are all strong. And so again here, they're going to keep rocking with the swim. And now as the legs get more and more and more fatigued, swimmers are going to have to figure out how to swim effectively with tired legs. And that's a skill in and of itself. So what we're learning here and what we're developing here is a big load on the lower body. This is basically an extended kick set, but added to that is there's a component where they're going to have to learn how to create speed with the legs in a swimming context, whether that's when they can only take 6 strokes per lap or when they're doing the 100 swim with really tired legs. And so rather than just doing a basic kick set, you can get a lot of extra skill development and not lose any of the fitness benefits by taking an approach like this. And so it's a simple way to get more out of the same work so that you can help your swimmers improve faster.